Welcome back to CougZone. I'm Brinkley Hill.
And I'm Damon Alvarado. The women's soccer team struggled this weekend, but the women's volleyball team did good.
We also have a Utah preview for football as well as some men's golf. Coming up next on CougZone.
WSU soccer struggled to score against the Arizona schools this weekend. In both games, WSU outshot their opponents but couldn't sink their shots into the net. The first match of the week was last Thursday against number 19 ranked Arizona State, which ended in a 2-0 loss. Out of the 32 shots taken against ASU, only 7 were on target, and 0 made it into the net. While 32 shots against a top team is impressive, head coach Todd Schulenberger made it a point to say his team beat themselves. In order to win games, they have to learn from these mistakes and convert goals.
Play good, yeah. Do we have opportunities? Yeah. I mean, we're not finishing. I mean, it's we'll find out who they are now. You got 4 to go. You're gonna have to get a couple more, and you just got to regroup, flush, and move forward. I mean, it was. You say the game wasn't close, but it really wasn't. But that's where you go. That's soccer, and we're back to the drawing board.
The team went back to the drawing board for Sunday's senior night game honoring Aleli Hernandez-Repreza, Rose Young, Isabella Weaver, Bridget Regan, and Telly Vinipola. But the match didn't have the outcome the team wanted, ending a 0-0 tie. Grayson Lynch was the team's top shooter of the day with 4 shots, followed by Brianna McReynolds with 3 shots. It was a physical back-and-forth game, resulting in a total of 6 yellow cards, 3 on each team. Fifth-year defender Micaiah Minnis went as far as to rate the team's performance a C-, but the tie did lead to sophomore goalie Nadia Cooper's 12th career shutout. The team has 3 games left on the season to prove their abilities, currently ranking 49. They fall into the bubble of the 64 teams who will make it to the NCAA tournament. Their next 2 matches will be the most difficult of their season, including number 1 ranked UCLA and number 33 USC.
The WSU football team had a bye week. They came off 3 tough losses against Oregon, USC, then Oregon State. The Cougars will be playing a top Pac-12 team. Our WSN correspondents Christian Gonzalez and Eric Aguilar are on the practice field. What do we think about the upcoming matchup, guys?
Yeah, so it looks like the Cougars obviously coming off of a tough loss, right? We're not playing
tough losses.
Definitely a few tough losses, and it hurts because we started the season so good, right? Cam has definitely been going back and forth each week, right? Rushing game with Watson, it's there, but the O-line presence is lacking, right? Receiving, of course, with Stribling, you know, he's running good routes, he's getting balls, he's getting attention, right? It just seems like we can't win games under the pressure, under the heat of the moment in the regular Cougs fashion, which is really unfortunate.
Yeah,
you know
and it does really suck. And I think what the big problem is for the Cougs, especially this season, has been just consistency and trying to finish football games.
Absolutely.
Just finding the end zone. Their red zone percentages have been really bad this year. Receivers aren't running routes correctly. O-linemen are missing blocks. And, of course, that's a little off just because they've been having a rotating offensive line for a little bit.
Sure.
And just Cam Moore needs to be more consistent. Quick, easy decisions, get the ball out to playmakers, really get the team going.
The only thing I can say, though, I mean, looking back at week 1, are we seeing improvement? Yes.
Yes, there's definitely an improvement there.
However, we're also facing tougher opponents each week.
Exactly.
So, and speaking of which, Utah's
a really great team.
They're very good.
This year.
They're very good.
Big key player to watch is definitely Cam Rising. He has been an outstanding quarterback this year.
Yeah.
4th in the nation in QB rating, which is really good. Usually Whittingham's teams, the head coach for the Utes, they're known for good defenses and running the ball. And this year, it's a little bit different. Their defense is still good. They still know how to run the ball, but it's really all on the shoulders of Cam Rising. He really shoulders the load for that offense, and he shows them why they're a top 15 team in the NCAA.
They're playing great. They're playing good football.
Good football.
You know, when we play Utah every year, they're always a tough team.
Very tough.
Right? So, can we win this game? Personally, I think we can. If we really buckle down and focus on what needs to get done, we can win this game.
Yeah, I think so too as well.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely.
And
I mean,
one thing about it is this is the first time in 4 years that the Utes are coming down to the Palouse to play.
True.
So
True.
they haven't really seen the environment here, and I think that's going to play a really big factor in the game.
Right.
WSU's environment, Martin Fields, just the electricity in the stadium is so great.
Loud fans, brisk environment here in the Palouse.
Yes.
It is a Thursday.
It's going to be Pac-12 after dark, 7 p.m.
There we go.
on Thursday.
There we go.
It's going to be a really great game.
Sure.
I think it's going to be really high scoring, like the Oregon game. If Cougars can play consistent, I see them pulling out a win.
I would like to agree with you, but at this point, who knows what's going to happen?
Who knows what's going to happen?
happen?
And that's the best part about watching Cougars football.
This
It's always
is true.
a show.
Right.
It's always
right.
a show.
And for us fans, yeah, we coug it sometimes, but we're gonna show out and we're gonna support the team.
Exactly.
Of
Always.
course. Always.
Awesome. That's it for us, guys. Thank you. Sending it back to the desk with Damian and Brinkley.
Thanks, guys. Switching on over to volleyball, head coach Jen Greeny got her 200th victory as the head coach of the Washington State Cougars. Fifth-year transfer Laura Janssen had to kill to seal the deal for the Cougs. In that match against Arizona, the Cougs battled back and forth for all 5 sets. The Cougs were able to steal a win in the 5th set, where they won in extra points. Janssen had a career high of 27 kills. On Sunday, the Cougs swept Arizona State. Laura Janssen led the Cougs in kills for the 3rd straight match. With this win, the Cougs are still undefeated at home. Cal and Stanford are coming to town this weekend, as volleyball is going to be home for the 2nd weekend in a row. Stanford is ranked number 7 in the nation, so mark Friday, October 30th on your calendar. And be in Bowler at 7 p.m. Cal will also be here on Sunday at 12 p.m. On Monday, senior Magda Yelaroshrova was named the Pac-12 Defensive Player of the Week. This is Magda's 2nd award this year alone. She is also now 3rd in program history in solo blocks with 9.
Although the Cougs did not have a meet this weekend, they have 2 next weekend. Stanford will be coming to Pullman on Friday, October 28th at 5 p.m. The Swimmers have a quick turnaround with a meet on Saturday, October 29th against Northern Colorado. Freshmen Dory Hathazi and Emily Lundgren will be the 2 freshmen to watch, as they have had standout performances in previous meets. Make sure to come and pack Gibb Pool to cheer on the Swimmers.
The Cougars men's golf team had an impressive showing at the Visit Stockton Pacific Invitational in Stockton, California last week. 2 notable performances were freshman Sam Renner, who posted his best career 18-hole score in the 2nd round. He shot 3 under par. This was his 3rd under par round of the season. Junior Preston Bybich shot under par in 2 rounds of the Invitational and led the Cougs on the leaderboard, tying for 13th place overall. Their efforts, as well as senior Pano Yanagi and sophomore Franklin Lidra, earned 2nd place at the Visit Stockton Invitational. That makes the 3rd top 2 finish for the Cougs this season, a streak they will no doubt like to keep as they compete in the St. Mary's Invitational in Monterey, California. Now sending it to Emmett for this week's Coug Outlook.
Hey Cougs, my name is Emmett, and the Cougs have a short schedule on their hands. For this week, starting Thursday, is the Utah football game at 7 p.m. inside Martin Stadium. And on Friday, swim and volleyball are looking to burn their Christmas trees because their matches are against Stanford at 5 and 7 p.m. respectfully. So go to Gibb and then Bowler, and then go to the Jackson Studio where Cable 8 is holding their haunted house. And it's $5 a pop with vegan brownies made by Kat and yours truly. Moving on to Saturday, if you need an excuse to stay indoors, wake up at the crack of dawn. At 10 a.m., there's going to be a swim meet inside Gibb Pool against Northern Colorado. Boy, that's going to be fun. Last Sunday, we got volleyball going up against Cal at noon, but most importantly, winter is coming. With the opener of the women's basketball inside Beasley Coliseum at 2 o'clock against Westmont, which is the poor man's version of USC. Now, that's going to do it for me on your Coug Outlook, sending it back to the desk with Damian and Brinkley.
Thanks, Emmett. That's it for this week. Follow us at Wazoo Sports Network on Instagram and Wazoo Sportsnet on Twitter.
Be sure to check out our Cable 8 YouTube for more CougZone content. I'm Damon Alvarado.
And I'm Brinkley Hill. That's it for CougZone. There we go. What do you think?
What it was.
Come Bye.